to my channel. I'm going to try and do this intro as quick as I can because I've had to turn my fan off to be able to do this. And it is so hot in here. But today I have recreated the makeup look that is in the new DJ Khaled, Rihanna Bryson Tiller Wild Thoughts song. I'm sure you guys have all heard it. I'll insert a picture of the makeup here, even though I'm sure you could have seen the comparison in the thumbnail. Literally, this makeup just screamed kind of like vibrant summer makeups. If you're into like bolder colours this summer and you're kind of sick of all like the pinks and stuff, then this is like a cool alternative anyways. Literally, I loved the makeup. She looks amazing in that video. I obviously had to recreate it. You guys know I haven't for ages, but I love doing inspired looks on my channel, so definitely make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you want me to do more of them again, and definitely make sure to hit the subscribe button if you like the look of this video. Also, another side note, if you see my hair kind of blowing throughout this video, it's because my fan's been on the whole time. I don't think I'm that extra and like whatever, but to be fair, I was listening to music throughout, so maybe I just thought I was in a music video, you know? But yeah, that's why that's going on. But anyways, without further ado, let's get on with the tutorial. So for this tutorial, we are going to start with our skin first, and I'm really going to focus on like hydrating and prepping my skin because obviously Rihanna has the most glowy, flawless skin ever. So I'm just going to be applying my Tatcha Beauty Oil all over my face and massaging it into my skin. Then I'm going to take the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. I hadn't used this before, so I wasn't sure how much to apply, but it literally made my skin feel so soft. So that was kind of the aim goal I was going for. And then for primer, I am taking this new primer from Stila. I don't know if it's out yet, but it's part of their one-step prime range, and it has a lot of like hydration and moisture to it, so I was obsessed with this one. And then for foundation, I'm going to be using an old favorite. This is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. And I just take a couple of pumps on the back of my hand and then use a beauty blender to blend that in. I know this appears a lot darker than my face, but it was to match the tan on my body, so that's the kind of aim goal that we were going for. And then for concealer, using another old favorite, this is the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer in the shade Light. I love the coverage and the kind of like feel of this one. It feels super moisturizing and super lightweight, but like I said, it has a really full coverage. So before we blend, we're obviously going to have a little bit of a dance, but then I'm just using a damp beauty blender to blend this all in, and I also take it up onto my eyelids as well, just because you guys know I like to use my concealer as my primer as well sometimes. For cream contour, we're going to take an old favorite again. This is the LA Pro Conceal Concealer in the shade Fawn, because the colouring on her skin where she like was warming up her skin was very kind of like orange based, so a lot of the products we're going to use have quite an orange and warm undertone to them, and this one out of all the cream colour like cream contours that I've got is kind of the warmest one, and these blend so easily as well, so I literally love these. I'm going to go ahead and set everything in place with powder, and I'm going to leave the bake underneath my eyes just because I feel like some of the shadows have a little bit of fallout because they're super pigmented, so I just want to be able to catch them and dust them away. And then I'm just going to be baking underneath my contour and then using the remnants of what's on the brush just to set everything else in place, because I don't want to be looking too matte, but I don't want anything to kind of be moving around off of my face, if you know what I mean. So once we've got the bake on, we can do our eyebrows, and I'm just going to be using my favorite products, and I've listed them down below. For the eyes, we are going to be using the Jaclyn Hill palette again and mixing these two shades together as our initial transition color. Literally, when I saw the music video and then I saw this palette, I was like, oh my god, it's almost as if they planned it, you know, because that teal color that we're going to be using in a minute is literally bang on. So I'm just going to be buffing that back and forth into the crease, and we're going to be creating kind of like a blown out winged shape. So you'll see by where I'm placing this teal color, I'm obviously placing partly on to the lid so we can get some of that color showing, but then kind of creating that winged out triangular effect like so, just with the product placement using that brush. But then I always like to go back in with my initial fluffy brush just to make sure that it's all blended and there's no harsh lines, and sometimes I'll pick up a little bit more of that color, but sometimes and most of the time I'll just use whatever is left on the brush. Then for the lid color, oh my god, yes. Literally using the teal shade from the palette. I think this might be one of the most pigmented foiled shadows, and it is such a gorgeous color. Literally placing that all over the lid in the inner corner and on the inner part of the lower lash line, and then going back in with the matte teal color. I'm going to be taking that back onto the lid to blend it all together, and also blowing it out and running it along my lower lash line just to connect everything together and create that, yeah, blown out winged shape that Rihanna had going on. Then taking this kind of matte, it was almost like a dark greeny black, so still ties in with the teal color scheme that we have going on, and just on a small fluffy brush I'm just going to be buffing that on the outermost part of the eye just to create a smoked out effect. And then taking this prismatic shadow from NYX, I think it's in the shade Glass Slipper, I'm just placing that on like the highest point of my eye, if that makes sense. Just kind of like in the center of my eyeball, just to create some dimension, and then also on my inner corner. And then taking this dark color and just pressing that against my lash line, just so our lashes have something to hide behind and also to create more of like a smoky effect. Then I'm pointing at this one, but I actually took the shimmery one, so I don't know why I pointed at that one. She had a really bright brow bone highlight, so I'm just going to be applying that there. And then also again on my inner corner, just to bring that more forward. Then just going to be applying mascara. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Now you could just leave it there, but I feel like Rihanna was probably wearing some sort of false eyelash, and the ones that I picked were really fluttery. But first I'm going to take this Marc Jacobs highliner in Odyssey, I think, just to add to the teal effect. And then again, these gorgeous fluttery lashes. So nothing too dramatic, so you can still see the gorgeous teal that is going on the eyes. So for the face, I'm taking the NYX No Filter Powder in Golden. Like I said, I was keeping everything with quite a orangey, warm undertone. So this is the perfect bronzer for that. I'm literally just dusting this everywhere. So on the cheeks, down the sides of my nose for a little bit of a contour, on my neck to add a little bit of warmth, you know, just getting that glow going on all over our bodies. And for blusher, I'm taking this Milani blusher in the shade Bellissimo Bronze, I think. So again, of an orangier undertone. You could have totally skipped the bronzer and just kept this blusher. Either way, I still think it looks super, super pretty, but you just want to be careful that you don't apply it too much so you don't look like a Oompa Loompa. And this is one of my favorite products to get that like Rihanna, JLo overall glow. This is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Global Glow, and I'm literally just dusting that everywhere. And then for like our base highlight, I'm taking the L'Oreal Lumi highlighter in the shade Golden and just applying that with a beauty blender, so our highlighter, or the powder highlighter, has something to cling to and is going to like really pop on our skin. This is a technique that I love doing, so if you guys have been watching my previous tutorials, you know I love doing this. So just blending that in with a beauty blender on the top. And then for the highlighter today, I'm going to take the Laura Geller Baked Swell in Peach Glow, so something more of a pinkier, orangier undertone. And yeah, that on top of the cream highlighter I just thought looked absolutely stunning. So I'm just applying that to my cheeks, and then obviously on my nose and Cupid's bow on all the usual places. And then finally for the lips, I'm taking a MAC Cherry Lip Liner. This is literally like a go-to red for me, or any makeup artist. I feel like it's literally just the most perfect shade of red and goes with any red liquid lipstick. And I'm just going to be lining my lips with it and feathering it in slightly. And then for the liquid lipstick, I was so hard to find the perfect shade of red, because sometimes in the video I couldn't tell if it had like an orangier undertone or more of a pinkier undertone, but I decided to go for the Urban Decay Vice Liquid Lipstick in the shade 714, and that is the makeup look completed. So that was the finished makeup look and obviously how I created it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely show your interaction with me and your love and support, and leave me some comments and thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Literally loved doing this makeup look, and my hair this is just kind of my hair naturally air dried, so there's no tutorial for that unfortunately. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and until next time, I will see you soon. Bye guys!